That's 7. Guys, are you able to see the screen? Online people. Okay, thank you. Here we are. Workflows, right? Automation principles. Okay, so why we are using workflows? To automate the business process, right? Without manual interaction, if you want to perform some specific actions. What type of actions? Field update, create the task, but task is sometimes it is visible, sometimes it is not visible. Check your org. And third one is email alert, outbound message, right? So guys, here please remember, and the first step here in the workflows, the first step you need to remember, what is step 1? Every workflow depending on one object. Why? Because in the object level we are storing the data. So you need to, so every workflow depending on the particular object. Okay. If you want, you can note down, otherwise don't take that. Every workflow depending on specific object. Okay, just for overview. Second one, step 2. What is the step 2? So, okay, every workflow depending on specific object, either account or contact or patient or doctor. Okay, now whenever you are creating the workflow, what is that? It will check 2 things. One is evaluation criteria, rule criteria, right? So conditions. Here it is checking 2 conditions. One is these people are providing the first, under that A, evaluation criteria. Forget about the typos, guys. B, what is that? What is the difference? Evaluation criteria means when the workflow will be executed. That means whether you are creating the record or updating the record, something, right? Rule criteria is defines what is the condition. So for example, account number more than, for example, amount more than 2 lakhs or something, some specific condition. So this is the difference, guys. What is that? Evaluation criteria tells to us, so when it is executed, both are tells us when it is executed, but evaluation criteria defines whether you want to create the record or update the record. In that type of situation, evaluation criteria checking that condition. The rule criteria tells us our data related. Data means specific condition, amount greater than 2 lakhs or is discharge is equal to true. That type of condition is checking. Those 2 conditions are satisfied. That means evaluation criteria and rule criteria both are satisfied. Then what about that? The workflow will be starts. Then after that, step 3rd. What is that? For example, these 2 steps are completed. That means satisfied. Then it is asking what type of action it should be performed. What type of actions? Within that, first action is update field. Second one is, what is that? Create task, but in this org it is not visible. You can check your orgs. The old orgs it is visible. C. Email alert or send email, anything is fine. D is outbound message. If you know this, so workflow is over, guys. So in the interview, you need to remember only this is like small story. Okay. The first step is, what is that? Every workflow specific to one particular object. Okay, the standard object, that means whenever you are creating any workflow, first it is asking, hey, which object it is. So that is the step one. You need to remember. Second one is, what is that? Once you are specifying some particular object, in the next screen, okay, it is showing two types of conditions. The first one is evaluation criteria. Second one is rule criteria. What is the difference between these two? Evaluation criteria means when means whenever you are creating the record or update the record. In that there is other conditions also there. I will tell you. But simply, are you create the record or are you update the record? You need to specify that. After that, it is checking B, rule criteria. What is the condition? Field level condition. Okay, so for example, amount greater than 2000 or patient is discharged, something like that. Okay, that is tells us this. So rule criteria depending on the data, your data validation. Evaluation criteria tells us whether you are creating the record or update the record. So in the interview, those guys are confused you. Okay, so that's the reason you need to clear about this. Okay, now once these two conditions also satisfied, it is going to the next screen. What is the next screen? Okay, these conditions are true. Then what I will do? Workflow will be asking to the system, hey, okay, the conditions are satisfied. Then what I will do? So here through workflow, we can perform 4 actions. These are the actions. Either you want to update the field or not, or anything is fine. Update the field, create the task, email alert, outbound message. These 4 actions we will perform through workflow. So when did you use workflow means, if you want to, finally we need automated means, we either update the field, send the email, or create the task or outbound message. These 4 actions, any action if you want to perform based on the condition, in that case we are going to the workflow. Clear? Okay. But here the disadvantage I told you yesterday. What is that? Through workflow we are unable to update the parent fields. So instead of you are learning these all the things, that guy is asking, what can you explain the workflow? That guys are in the good companies, those people are asking, can you please explain the workflow? Those guys are not asking. For example, I'm the interviewer, at the time I'm asking, what is the disadvantage of the workflow? You need to tell them, through workflow we are perform only 4 actions. Out of 4 actions we can't perform any other action. That is the first disadvantage. Second disadvantage is we are unable to update the parent object fields. Understand? So through workflow we are perform these 4 actions. Out of 4 actions, for example, I want to send the email. I want to send one notification. It's not possible. I want to send one charter feed. It is not possible. I want to call the Apex method, something like that. It's not possible. So these are the disadvantages. So that's the reason through workflow we can perform only 4 actions. Out of 4 we can't do. That is the first disadvantage. Second disadvantage is the parent fields. Parent object field we are unable to update. Understand? That's it, guys. Now come to our scenario. Yesterday patient is not working, right? Then we'll do one thing. I will take one more example. For example, first opportunity. Okay, open any opportunity. See, this is the opportunity, right? This is the opportunity. Okay, so next step. Okay, guys, see, whenever simple but it is not real time scenario, but we need to check with workflow. For example, whenever this opportunity, this is the opportunity, right? We know already this object. Why we are using opportunity, guys? Didn't ask her. Yeah, so opportunity tells us to store your revenue information, right? So for example, whenever the stage is completed, that means closed one, then I need to update the delivery installation status is completed. I need to update that page. When? What is the first understand? Forget about the technical and everything, guys. Out of 100%, first of all, to understand the business scenario is depending on almost 60 to 70% work is done. Only we are involving 30 to 40% of the work. The main problem of the every developer is that guy didn't understand what the client is saying. So that is the main drawback. Okay, first understand the business scenario, then go to the technical. Why? Because technical is in our hand. But if you know the something, but that guy is asking something, then we are not achieve whatever those guys are asking. So that's the reason what those people are asking or tells to us, understand the business use case first. What is the business use case? Whenever the opportunity stage is closed. Closed means stage is closed one. Then we need to update the delivery installation status is completed. Understand? So I am just update, what about that? I am just closing the closed one and just save it. Then I need to automate the process. What about that? Delivery installation status field must be completed. I want to update this field. Understand? So that is the task, guys. What is the task? Whenever we closed the opportunity of the status, okay, then need to update, what is the field? Delivery installation status. Need to update delivery installation status to, what is that? Complete. So in the client level, nobody will tell to us, guys, okay, whenever you are join the company, this sentence is coming. This is your Jira. Jira means one story in the real time. Okay, whenever you are open, okay, one record is created, that record is assigned to you. So whenever you are open, this description is coming. Nobody tells us. And nowadays it is a work from home. Okay, nobody will in your, what colleagues are not there in your front of you. So whenever you are open that, whenever we close the opportunity, please try to understand. Whenever we close the opportunity, then open that opportunity. Okay, where is that? Close the opportunity means stays. Sorry, not status. Whenever we close the opting stays, that means opportunity stays. That means, oh, you just open the, immediately open that opportunity, stays is closed one. Okay, then what he is asking, then need to update delivery installation status to completed. So now you need to where is delivery installation, this is the one. Okay, I need to update this one to completed. Like that you need to understand first. Okay, so now we know the concept workflow. Then which concept we need to update. So through workflow we are updating the field. Okay, so what is the condition? First, go to step by step one, guys. This is the workflow. Every workflow depending on the specific object. In our case, what is the object? Opportunity. Forget about spellings, guys. Okay. Now, condition, evaluation criteria. What is the evaluation criteria, guys? Whenever you create the opportunity or update the opportunity. Update. Why? Because opportunity already there. Then in progress, some blah 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 stages. Finally, you are closing the opportunity. That means whenever you are creating the record, no. Whenever you are update, We'll see. Update the record. Next, rule criteria. What is the condition? Data related condition. When it is closed? Whenever, what is that? Whenever opportunity stage is equal to closed. That means, what is the condition? STAG, stage is equal to closed. Like that, you need to put on paper or some notepad, something. Okay, don't go directly to the, don't jump into the Salesforce. First of all, you need to analyze. Okay, then what is that? This is done. Then step 3, what is that? We need to, the action is update. Update which field? Which field? Delivery installation status. That means delivery installation status is equal to what? All are coming. Now jump to the Salesforce. Understand? You just put it on the paper first. Understand first. Then it is very easy. It is 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. If you know all the parameters and everything. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Okay, first you need to analyze like that, guys. Okay, any requirement. Now go to, what is that? Workflows. Setup. What is that? Workflow rules. Workflow rules. Continue. I don't record this. Delete it. New rule. Continue with workflow rule. This is the different. That is a different concept. I will tell you. Continue with workflow. First, it is asking object. What is the object name? Opportunity. Whoa. Opportunity. Okay. Next. Which step? Then name. It is asking what is the workflow name. What is the workflow name? Update. Opportunity workflow. Why? Because we are added some more actions also. Workflow. Okay. Opportunity workflow. Next. Sorry. Opportunity workflow. Rule name. Then when first evaluation criteria, that means created and every time it is edited. Whenever it is updated, edited means updated. What is, see here also created and anytime it is edited to subsequently meet criteria. So this is the small confusion, guys. Okay, what is the difference between, see, this is fine, created is fine, but created, see, the 3 conditions, created. So all are common. That means these, whenever you are selecting, whenever it is created, this is working fine. Then what is that? And every time it is edited. That means whenever you are updated, then it is whatever workflow will be starts. But what about that? Anytime it is edited to subsequently meet criteria. Criteria means this one. Subsequently. Okay. So why these guys are giving already, this is enough for us. Created and every time it is edited. Either you are creating the record or updating the record. But why these guys are anytime it is edited to subsequently meet criteria. Subsequently means 1, then leave it the second one, then third, then leave it the fourth one, then fifth. Subsequently. That means leave the first, whatever. Go to the first step, then leave it the second step, then go to the third step. Like that, subsequently. So that means here, why these people are introduced means, I will tell you. In the interview, this is very important. For example, workflow will be there. Okay. This workflow, when it is executed means update record and condition is, for example, status is equal to closed one. Assuming that. When this workflow will be executed, whenever you are updating the record and status is equal to closed. So this is the evaluation criteria. This is the rule criteria. So I am click on the save button here. Then these two conditions are satisfied. Then what happened here? I am updating the record. So this is true. Updated is true. Then status also closed one. So these two conditions are satisfied. Then what happened? I am updating the some other field. What is the field? What is the field? For example, I am updating some field. Then this workflow will be fired and we are sending some email, something like that. Then again, once it is done, then again, for example, here I am updating one field, guys. What is the field? Amount. Just understand, amount is equal to 100 rupees I am updating. Whenever I am updating the opportunity with status is equal to closed, then I am updating amount is equal to 100. Whenever I am updating the amount is equal to 100, what happened again? Amount is updated. Amount is updated means record is updated. So again, it is checking workflow will be there or not. Yes, workflow will be there. That means it is going to, yeah, this condition is true. What is that? We are updating the record. Whenever we are updating the amount is equal to 100, again one more updation is done. Here manually, see guys, here manually I am updating. I click this button. Then what happened? Our system will be checking this opportunity having workflow are there. Workflow is there or not? Yes, workflow is there. Then go to the evaluation criteria. What is that? Updated. Yes, here also updated. This is true. Second one, what is the condition? Status is equal closed. Yes, status is equal closed. Then workflow will be fired. First time workflow will be fired. So in this workflow, we want to update the amount is equal to 100. So workflow will be fired. We are updating the field to amount is equal to 100. Whenever amount is equal to 100, at that time, one more update is done by the system. Right? We are updating the, here manually we are updating the status is equal to closed one, but system is updated, the amount is equal to 100 rupees. That means one more update is done. Whenever update is done, what happened? Again, it is checking workflow will be there or not. Yes, again workflow will be there. What happened here? Update. Yes, evaluation criteria is update and it is checking the status. At that time also status is equal to closed. Status is equal to closed one. That means status is equal to closed one and the amount is updated. So again workflow will be executed. Whenever it is executed, what happened? Again amount is equal to 100. That means again update has happened and status is equal to closed one. That means every time without, if you click on one time, it is updating like infinite times. Understand? It is a loop, guys, looping. Why? Because I am updating status is equal to closed one. Okay, then I want to update amount is equal to 100 rupees. I am manually updating status is equal to closed one. Whenever I am updating status is equal to closed one, what happened? It is checking this object having workflow or not. Yes, workflow. Then go to the workflow. Hey, what is the evaluation criteria? This guy is updated. Okay, updated is fine. Then what is the rule criteria? Status is equal to closed one. Yes, status is equal in the first step, status is equal to closed one. So that's the reason in the first step, workflow will be executed. Whenever it is executed, we are updating the amount is equal to 100 rupees. Yes, that means one amount is updated 100 rupees. That means one more update is happening. Whenever amount is 100 is updated, again update is happened, right? Whenever update is happened, again it is system is checking workflow will already there or not. Yes, again workflow already there. We are updating. That means evaluation criteria update is true. Then already status is equal to 1. That means rule criteria also true. That means second time workflow will be executed. In the same case, whenever second time is executed, then it is checking what is the amount is equal. See, second time it is executed. At that time amount is equal to 100 again. Why? By the same field. We are updating the same field. We are replacing 100 with again 100. Okay. So then again here in the third case, again what happened? One more update is done. Then evaluation criteria is What is that? Update. Rule criteria. Status is equal. In that case also status is closed one. These two conditions are satisfied. Then again workflow will be executed. That means it is never ending process. Understand? One update, it is updating itself in multiple times. So you need to break that chain. In that type of situations, we are using this one. What is that? Created, and anytime it is added to subsequently meet criteria. What subsequently? In the first time, the condition is true. So amount is 100. Again it is checking. At that time, if the condition is true, that means updated record and status is equal. Yes, here also true. At that time, it is breaking. Why? Here we are checking subsequently meet criteria. In the second time, the same condition is true. So the workflow will be what about stop. So that is the what about that. In that type of situation, we are using this. Understand? If you are choosing directly, whatever happened, it is never-ending process will be going on. So that is the purpose of the third one. So in our case, you need to select the third one. Understand? So in the interview, those guys are asking, this is the difference. Why? Already created and every time is added is there. Why these people are introducing subsequently meet criteria? Why? Because whenever you are manually updating, in the second case, the same condition is satisfied. At that time, what about that? The workflow will be again executed. In the third time also executed. That means it is a never infinite loop. Infinite times the workflow will be what about that going on. So to avoid that infinite workflow execution, we are using this subsequently meet criteria condition. Clear? Now in our case also this. Okay, so created and every time it is subsequently meet criteria. Next, what about other guys? Rule criteria. What is the rule criteria? Stage is equal to closed one. Here, opportunity stage name. OPQRS stage equal to what? Closed one. Insert. So now, forget about the creator. Every time it is added, subsequently meet criteria, and evaluation criteria is updated, and rule criteria is stage is equal to closed one. Okay. Then if these two conditions, that means whenever you are updating the record and stage is equal to closed one, our workflow will be starts. Okay. Now save and next. Then what type of action you want to perform? What is the action? As per our requirement, update the what about that delivery installation status to completed. So now here add workflow actions. Click on that. See here now task is coming. Okay. So now where is that field update? I want to update the field. Which field? Delivery installation status to completed. You need to mention clearly, guys. Update delivery installation update delivery installation. That's fine. This is the API name. Now with the opportunity, which field? Delivery installation status. Please remember here delivery installation status is a drop down field, right? See now whenever you are selecting, it is a specific value. All the values are automatically coming, which is getting from the opportunity. These are the values, right? When this is executed, whenever those two conditions are satisfied, then we are updating the field. Which field? Delivery installation status specific field value is completed. That's it, guys. Save it. Okay. Now done. Now see here rule criteria sorry, object is whatever, just you need to check, revalidate that which object, opportunity. Next, first evaluation criteria, rule criteria. So what is evaluation criteria? Evaluation criteria when record is created and anytime it is edited to subsequently meet criteria. Okay, now rule criteria, opportunity stays equal to closed one, and here don't forget active. If you are not active this rule, some cases we are deactivate that. Okay, so whenever you need to activate it, this workflow will be starts. So that's the reason, make it active. That means workflow will be ready to execute. If you want to deactivate it, deactivate it. In that case, we are not using. Okay, instead of deleting, for example, this workflow I don't want now. After 3 months, I required. So in that case, you can go and deactivate it. Understand? So come here. Now, where is that opportunity? Update, right? So Google opportunity. See guys, delivery installation status empty. Stage is qualification. So whenever you are updating, right? Edit. Whenever it is closed, then I need to update the status. I don't want to manually update. I want to automate this business process through workflow. See, status is completed. This is the field update, guys. So we are perform only one action. Now, for example, if you want to create the task, in the same cases, I want to create the task. What is that? Go to here. See here, workflow actions, field update. What is the field? Update delivery status. Now, edit. Add one more action. What is the action? I'm creating the task. Okay. Assign to. Assign to whom? Here we are the person, right? So that's the reason I'm assigning to Naresh. Why? Because we don't have multiple users. It is a developer edition. So now subject. What is the subject? Subject also task assigned. Some task assigned is a subject. Okay. Unique name. This is the API name. Due date. Every task having the due date. Whenever we are assigning the task, you must complete the task before the some particular time. What is the time? Due date is, see, for example, see, where is the open activity? So it is not completed, right? It is still in progress. Okay, I'm just see, whenever you are creating the task, this is the task record, right? So here, this record we are creating through workflow. Okay, so what is required? Assign to subject, due date. This date, when it is. When it is means whenever the, what about that? See, this is the date and priority and status. Now see, the same record we are creating through here. Due date. What is the due date? For example, due date is whenever trigger is executed. Sorry, not trigger, workflow. So here see, rule trigger date or opportunity close date plus see, I just added one date. What is that? Whenever the opportunity is closed. So where is the opportunity? Here, when it is closed. When it is closed, opportunity closed date. Where is that? This is the opportunity closed date. Closed, whenever it is closed, that closed date plus after 1 day, we must complete the task. Understand? Opportunity is closed. When it is closed, for example, today, what is the today date? 13. Okay? So 13. Now, whenever it is closed, after plus 1 day, I need to complete the task. Within 1 day, we need to complete the task. For example, simple guys, for example, if you want to purchase any, what about that, any electronic device. For example, you are purchasing some OLED TV, Samsung, something like that. So in that case, what happened? You were purchasing from the Samsung company or something. So those people are, whenever you are purchasing, those people are creating one task to the particular team, installation team. Okay, within one day you must, those people are come to our home and complete the task. Otherwise there is some, that is a different story. So whenever the delivery is happened to us, okay, so for example I'm the person, I am purchasing the one TV. That TV cost is around 5 lakhs. So installation we can't do, it is a small TV, it is fine. So I'm purchasing the 5 lakhs TV, but those people are not come to my home. It is waste, there is no service, right? So in that type of situations, so these people are automate the process. What is that? I'm purchasing that means that delivery. So today I'm purchasing, evening the TV is come to my home. Then within one day the service team will come to reach to you and complete the process. So in that type of situation we are creating the task. Understand? So here plus one day. So today close. That means today I'm purchasing the TV plus one day we need to complete the task. So that's the reason here. What is that? Opportunity close date plus one day. Today opportunity close. That means today I'm purchasing the product. So plus one. That means tomorrow same time we need to complete the installation. That is the use case guide. Now okay. Status is okay, it is not started. Why? Because those people are not there. Priority is very high. Okay, now save it. Now how many actions are there? 2. That means whenever you are updating the record and stage is equal to closed, 2 actions are performed. One is field is updated. Second one is task has been created. Let's see. I want to open other opportunity, not this. It's the gen point SLA. It is already clear. Same opportunity. Grand hotels. Yeah, I love those. You can change into something. Okay guys, now check that is it active? Yes, it is active. Okay, now this is the opportunity. When it is closed, for example, it is some different stages. Now I'm changing to this one also, none. Okay, now see guys, this is the record. So first edit, whenever stage is closed one, I'm updating the record, stage also closed. So then our workflow will be starts. What is the first action? Field update. Which field? Delivery installation status is completed. We need to perform that action. Second action is due date. When is the due date? Today is the due date. Today is completed. Plus one, we need to assign the task. Right? We'll see. That means if you click the button, the business is automated with 2 actions. One is field is updated, one is task has been created. We'll see. See, field is updated, task assigned. See, 9/13/2022 today. We are expecting 14. Understand? Plus one day we are assigned the task. Then that guy, who is that guy assigned to task? That Naresh got that what about that email or something. Then that guy is contact to the respective customer. Within the one day it will be closed. Otherwise there is some escalation. That is a different story. So in that type of situation, this is useful in our Salesforce. Understand? Now third one, in the same case, I want to send the email to the customer or someone, for example. Okay, this offer, oh, we have a contact. It's very difficult. Why? Because if you want to send the email, our email template is depending on the customer. That means either lead or contact or user. We are added, right? It is a, I will tell you. See now. Now I am creating one more person, right? We have one email template, right? If you remember, what is the email template name? email. Classic email templates. Appointment order. We need to use it in the real time. Okay. So appointment order is not related to opportunity man. It is related to contact or wherever the person information is there. Where in the Salesforce we have three options. One is lead. Lead is a person, right? Person and a company, but lead having the person information. User, and third one is contact. So that means you need to use either contact or user or lead. So I will create one workflow in the contact. Why? Because contact having all the information. So this is the appointment letter. For example, whenever one guy is selected. So in that case, whenever one new record has been created in the contact, one guy is selected in our company. So I'm adding that the guy, that information. Once I click on the save, I need to send the appointment letter to the respective guy. How? Using here whatever the email ID I mentioned, that email ID I need to send the that appointment letter. Understand? That offer letter something. Understand? So now how to do that? Again, in this case, whenever I am creating the record, not updating the record, right? That means whenever creating the record means one guy is selected. So we are capturing the information and click the save. Whenever I'm creating the record, I want to send the email. Okay. Now go to again same story. What is that? Workflow rules. What is that? I don't require, guys. Why? Because in the future it is very difficult for us. So just I deactivate it. In the coding, in that case, we are confused. So that's it. Okay. Now, which object? Person means what is the API name? Contact. C. Just type C. C-O-N. Contact. Next. What is that? Rule name? Send appointment. Whenever record has been created. And one more thing, if you remember here, without package it is not possible, right? So without package it is not possible. So that's the reason. What is the rule criteria? What is the rule criteria? Package not equal to empty. There is no zero package, right? It is nonsense. So that's the reason. Rule criteria is, what is that? Package. Where is the package? Package not equal to empty. Not equal to empty. That means something is there. Then only. Without package, we are not send the offer letter, guys. Right? Yeah. So what is it? Whenever you are creating the record, which record? Contact record. This is the evaluation criteria. Rule criteria is package not equal to empty. Okay? Then I need to send the email. We'll see. Here. Where is that? Email alert. Offer letter. Okay. Unique name. Template. What is the template? Already we are creating the template. So it is a lookup or master? Lookup or master, man. Here mandatory is. See? Click on that. Where is that? Appointment letter. So now we are adding the template to our email. Okay. So this is the link, guys. Okay. Now program not required. Recipient. By whom you want to send? Whom, guys? Appointment letter sent to the HR. Offer letter. Offer letter sent to contact, but in the contact which field? Email, right? So here use a email field. Which email? Contact email field. See here, available recipient email. That's it. Understand? Now don't record these all those things. Additional emails. For example, in CC, whenever HR is sent to the email, then in the CC to the respective guy manager, respective guy director, respective guy senior manager, something. Add that CC to here as well. Okay. In our case, in the both the cases, I am the person. Okay. I am the person. Okay. Now set. Okay. Now this is the, what is that? This is the send the email is the action. Done. Then activate. Now tell me when it is executed, whenever the contact record is created and package not equal to null. That means something is there. At least 100 rupees or at least 1 rupee is there, then email will be sent, right? Okay. Now come to persons. It is only created, not updated, right? Who is that guy? That guy name is Peter and last name is Parker. Next, phone number, but email is mandatory. I just added my email. Meanwhile, I need to just open my email ID. Okay, so now this is fine, but package is mandatory, right? Package is like 16 lakhs. Okay, remaining I don't require. If you want to add in the email template, then here you need to fill it. Okay, now if you click on save, what happened? First, understand the background. When you click on the save, first the system, the runtime engine, check the contact having any active workflow or not workflow, active workflow. So it is going to the workflows. Yes, here on the contact object, active workflow is there. Then it is going to the workflow, the runtime engine. Okay, then it is checking what is the first rule criteria. What is the rule criteria? Whenever record has been created. So here this guy is record has been created, not updated. So the evaluation criteria is true. Then it is checking rule criteria. What is the rule criteria? Package not equal to null. Checking, yes, package not equal to null. Then conditions are, both the conditions are satisfied. Then workflow will be executed. Whenever it is executed, it is asking what is the action. What is the action? The workflow, send the email. Email sent to whom? The respective email ID, contact email ID. That's it. See, me, appointment letter, book save. Hi, Peter Parker. Fine, right? That is the automated process, guys. Understand? So this is the email alert. But the same scenario, for example, whenever I'm creating the record, after 1 day I want to send the email. For example, in the different way, guys. In the for example, in the Cognizant, these companies are what they did. One project is coming. Okay, the project starts, for example, after 3 months. So before 3 months, these people are start the recruitment. Okay, so whenever those people are selected, all the offer letters, what about that, sending only one go. For example, what is it? September, August, September, November, December. For example, January 1st, new project will be starts. January 1st means before 15 days or 30 days, we required around like 200 people. So these people are starting before 3 months, recruiting the 200 people. Okay, so 200 people is recruited. So those people offer letter joining, send the offer letter in the specific date. When December 1st, those people are sending all the 200 people offer letters. But at a time, these people are not storing all the 200 people. Whenever these guys are, this is the first guy, second guy, third guy, all the data, if you are entered here in this case, whenever this guy is entered, offer letter will be going. So I don't want like that. My requirement is I want to store 200 people, but all the people offer letter will be going in the specific time. Understand why? So January 1st, our new project will be starts. We are sending November 15th offer letter. Then joining date is, for example, November or December 1st. Assuming that December 1st, we want to send all the offer letters. That is the target. Before 1 month, we need to. But today I am recruiting one guy. Then what about that? I want to store that guy information in my object. Whenever I am storing in this scenario, immediately offer letter is going. But I don't want like that. I want to store the data, but all the persons related offer letters will be going on December 1st. That means in the specific time, even though I am creating the person record, but the offer letter I am not sending immediately. I am sending after in the specific time. What is the specific time? December 1st. So today I am creating 10 members. Tomorrow I am creating 20 members. Day after tomorrow I am creating 50 members. Total 200 members. Whenever I am creating these 200 members in the different times, but offer letter, whenever December 1 is coming, in the December 1, I want to send all the offer letters to all the 200 persons. That means you need to schedule the email alerts. That specific action, you want to schedule it. Understand? Even though I am creating now, but I want to schedule it. When? December 1st. How? Here, deactivate it. Email alert, edit. Here see, add time trigger. Add time trigger. So when this action will be performed, add time trigger. See, send appointment. When? 30 days after rule trigger. I don't require like that. For example, contact created date or created data or specific time. For example, specific time, guys. Specific time means, for example, here see, whenever contact has been created after 30 days or after 5 days, assuming that after 5 days I want to send the offer letter. Now what happens? See, contact created it. Today contact is created, but after 10 days I want to send. After 10 days means 10 days after contact created. For example, before. For example, here days, hours. 10 hours after contact has been created. So I'm creating the contact now. After 10 hours, the email will be sent. Understand? So you need to specify the particular action in the particular time interval. That means you are scheduling your action. That is also possible in the workflows. But that scheduling action is here, the interview question is only in hours and days, not minutes. See here, hours after or days after, days before 10 days, or for example before, when it is when we are using before, guys, any scenario. For example, one guy is so your best friend not possible, only girlfriend is possible, right? So your something, your friend or something birthday. Okay, if you are forgot that birthday, we have so much of pressure, right? So that's the reason we need to schedule the email alert. What is that? Happy birthday. Okay, if you are, what about that, if you are sleeping at the time, if you are forgetting, that email will be sent when? Before 1 hour. Before 1 hour. So then here, what is that? Before contact date of birth. You are creating one date of birth. See, in the contact date of birth is there. Where is that? Birth date. So birth date is, for example, 7th, future, right? Okay. 30th. That guy birthday is 30th. You can save it. So 30th means before 1 day at least you must wish him, right? Wish him or wish her. Okay. So in that case, what happened? Here, before 1 hour, at least 1 hour, before 1 hour, contact birthday, you are sending the wishes. The template, you are creating one, what about the template with animations or whatever may be, happy birthday or something like that. Before 1 hour with the date of birth, the email will be sent. Then we are safe, right? So this type of one scenario, guys. So this is the before situation. Okay. Yeah, that's what I told you, Vipul Gupta. Okay, that's what in the before. So date of birth is 9/7 something like that. Before 1 hour, we are sending the email. Understand? In that type of situation, we are using, what about that? This is not possible, guys. Why? Because we are waiting at least 1 hour. You can try that. But here, the problem, there is one problem, guys. What is the problem? Leave it. Done. See, guys. Created, right? Whenever you are selecting the created, please try to understand here. Evaluation, very, very, very important in the interview. Evaluation criteria is created. Then cancel. See here, edit. This button is available. That means we are able to schedule the action. Last option, save it. Now here see. Now also, that means created, edited, and every time it is subsequently meet criteria. In that type of situation also, what is that? This button, we are scheduling the actions. One warning is coming. You cannot add time-dependent workflow actions with this option. Now see, if I'm selecting this, the button gone. Why? That guy say that, okay, in the second option, whenever you are, what is that? Created and every time it's edited. In that option, time-dependent workflow, that means schedule actions will not work. Why? Any guess? Any guess, guys? I will tell you. So why? Because, for example, understand the business, guys. One opportunity is there. So here, when the email is sent means, for example, here email is sent, right? Assuming that email sent action is there. I want to send the email. Forget about that there is no email, that is the different story. Okay. But when it means whenever I am stage is closed, not stage is closed. For example, prospecting. Whenever stage is prospecting, then I want to send the email. Okay, either create or edit. Okay, now in this case, if you click on the save, then time dependent workflow will be going. So what is the time dependent means? Here, whenever you are, see guys here, last modified by, assuming that when is modified 9/13, last modified date plus 1 day I want to send the email. Whenever, see, understand here, there is a corner case, guys, very important, try to understand. I want to send the email whenever I am updating the, what about that, opportunity, whenever I am updating the opportunity, when last modified date plus 1 day, that means today I am updating, that means tomorrow I need to send the email. Understand? That is the scenario. For example, one guy is coming, Ashok come, and that guy is changing something. Okay, this guy is changing to this web, save it. Now in the back end, workflow will be there, all conditions are true, then it is scheduling when today 9:13, 8:05, that means tomorrow 9:14, 9 a.m., right, 9:05 a.m., 1 day plus, we are sending the email. So where it is stored? In the back end, guys, there is one queue. This is the queue. Okay, in that queue, whenever that condition is satisfied, it is scheduling the action. When? Plus 1 day, that means 9/14/2022 plus what is the time? Time is 8:05 p.m. So here also tomorrow, right? Eight 05 p.m. It is scheduled. Whenever the system time is the date, and what about that? The time is meets, email is sending. So email will be sending. It is waiting for the when the date is coming. Okay. Now this is the first case. Now what happened? One more guy is coming. Some other guy is coming. That guy again edited, then changing some this to some blah blah blah. Okay, and save it. Now what happened? Again, assuming that all the conditions are true, then workflow will be executed, and again it is checking, oh, 9:13:87. That means tomorrow same time, right? Tomorrow 8:07 p.m. again scheduled. The same email. 9/14/2022. What is that? 8:07 p.m. One more schedule with the same opportunity. Like that, how many members are edited the opportunity? Those many times it is scheduled. So that is not correct use case, right? Only we are scheduling only one time. So that's the reason every time it is edited, right? Every time, whenever you are edited, every time it is not scheduled, only one time. So that's the reason time dependent workflow will not work in this case. If you are asked this question, even 15 years of the experience people also don't know. Okay, I already literally asked so many people in the interview. Those people don't know. It is not work, that's it. What is the reason? Those guys are don't know. So that's the reason, guys. We have some different, you need to create your own path, different way. Okay, each and everything, why it is not work. If you don't know, go to the Google or go to the R&D, something like that. Okay, I will tell you. What's the time, guys? Okay, so very small story. Why I'm getting the job in the Salesforce. See, guys, whenever I don't have any even what about that? I don't know how to start the system as well, the laptop or whatever. Even I'm the physics student. Okay, I got the good rank actually, but IT is good for academical something like that, right? So that's the reason I what about that? Wrote that I said I got the good, but not good means like more than 1 lakh. My rank is. Why? Because I don't know. I joined that, but whenever I joined, I don't know even how to start the how to start the machine. Okay, so that is my background. Whenever I joined, my father is asking, the first question is what you do. The same question in the interview, in the Salesforce interview, those guys are asking. that question answer, I asked so many people, I didn't get the answer. But finally, end of the 4 years, after come to here, after completing my MCA and come to here, I read so many C, CPP, Java and everything. Then only applying some physics knowledge and everything, then only I got the, what about that answer, the same question. So our, whatever, so many people are saying that effort never failed, right? The same question those people are asking in the interview. What is the question? Simple, I will tell you. For example, I'm the human being, you are the human being. We have one communication like English. Whatever I said, you are understand, right? Why? Because you know the English. Same like my father is asking, that guy is a mechanic actually, watch mechanic. So he is asking, what is that? What you do? We are doing some projects. At that time, I also don't know. We are doing some projects. What is the project, right? That guy asking, what is the project? That means I just say that whenever we put the card in the ATM, okay, internally, what is happening, that process we are did that, then it is understanding based on our inputs. Okay, at that time, I don't have this much of knowledge. So whatever I have the knowledge, I'm explaining like that. So it is, we are getting the cash and everything. So that process backend is going on. So we are doing the, we are writing the whatever the process going on, we are writing in the technical way. That is, we learned in these 3 years. So that guy is asking, he don't know, he's uneducated. That guy is asking, sorry, that guy is my father. Okay, asking, okay, for example, TV is there and system is there. Whenever I'm talk to TV, so TV, in that my father point of view, TV and system both are same. Understand? But if you want to talk to TV, it is not listen. But if you want to talk to, that means you are enter the Ashok, you are typing Ashok, then it is what about that Ashok is, it is displaying. For example, if you are going to calculator like 20 plus 30, then 50 is coming. That means whatever you are saying, this machine is understandable, but we are unable to talk into the whatever the TV. But both are, in their point of view, both are electronic devices. But how this machine is understandable, but how that machine is not understandable? That is the question. The same question after 2000, that question is 2007. The same question I got around like 2013 April. That is my interview date. Why? Because it is a big change in my entire career. So that's the reason I know. Okay. The same question asking the Salesforce people. Is a good guy actually. Those people are asking the same question, guys. I explained around like more than 1 hour. Okay. Then I got the job. So that's the reason whenever you are facing any issue or you have any whatever the questions, don't forget it. That will become under, even my friends also around like my friends in my batchmates and so many people are attend the interview, but those guys are not got the job. But I got the job. One is, I told you right, effort never pay. Whenever you are thinking something or whenever you are searching something, that will come under other way. Okay, that returns will be, I spend lot of time, lot of hours, lot of days, lot of years for their same question. So then that output will be coming through whatever that these are offered, Salesforce offer, right? So now salary is compared with my other people and now more than 3 times or more than 4 times. So that is the effort, guys. Effort never pays. Whenever you, so that's the reason whenever you learn any concept, don't learn like a point and click. In the system point of view, how it is understandable. For example, if you click the save, assuming that system is a person. That person, how where to go, how to check it, which components are getting. You need to understand that track. Then you can get the more knowledge for this. Understand? Don't learn like what about that theory, question and answer. Don't learn like that. If you're facing some issue, okay, if you click on the button, how system will think in the back end. You need to learn that. Then only you will get. So literally, guys, in the real time, actually, out of in one project is there. For example, in my project, for example, one project is there. Out of like 20 members or 30 members, whenever any issue is coming, only 1 guy or 2 guys are working those issues. The remaining people are, even though more than 15 or 20 years of experience people also didn't resolve that issues. But 5 years guy or 6 years of the experience guys are resolve those issues. So what means here, the subject is matter. Experience doesn't matter. So that's the reason good companies are offered 2 years of experience people also. Those people are offering more than 20 lakhs because of subject in the interview how you are performing. So for example, that guy is asking what is meant by workflow. Whenever I'm asking, 99.9% of the people automate the business process is a workflow. What is meant by automate the business process? Why it is required? Then you can tell the scenario first. This is my problem. Now, in the Salesforce, this is the concept. Those people are okay. Workflow is there. In the workflow, there is some demerits. What is that? In the parent fields, we are unable to update. Apart from these 4 fields, I want to perform some other operation. It is not possible. So that's the reason Salesforce people are introducing some other concept. What is that concept? Like that, you need to link together where we are in the first step. If you want to go second step, what is the disadvantage of the first step? You need to learn the disadvantage, then go to the second concept. Understand? But 99.9% of the people, first concept, second concept, third concept, fourth concept. That is only like in the wall frames. Okay, it is not useful for us. If you learn something, what is the benefit, what is the disadvantage, then where to go. So that's the reason I told you in the starting, I don't want to follow the particular order. Why? Because if you follow the particular order, like it is a book. First concept, second concept, third concept. There is no whatever the relation between the concepts. But now, this is my issue. Then, what is that? Which concept we want to learn? In this concept, okay, we are achieving that. But in this concept, what is the disadvantage? Then, where to go? Like that, you need to connect with each and every concept. This is the existing concept. What is the disadvantage? What is the advantage? If the disadvantage happen, where to go? Then you need to learn the second concept. Like that, you need not only Salesforce guys, your life, wherever you go, you need to learn the concept like that. Don't whatever learn first concept is completed. I'm very good in the first concept. In the real time, in the interview, those people are not asking the can you explain the workflow, or can you please explain the triggers, can you please explain the something. Those guys are not asking, hey, this is my problem, how to resolve it. So that's the reason 90%. But unfortunately, we have lakhs of jobs in India. If you know out of 100, if you know that at least if you are performing 40 to 50%, you will get the job. Getting the job is very, very, very easy in the Salesforce. But surviving also sometimes it is good. For example, I have one project. I require 30 members. So I am recruiting 3 members in good stuff with higher package. Like instead of 10 lakhs, I gave like 30 lakhs. I hired these 3 people. Then I send the remaining 9 people, the fake people, to that guy. That guy is whatever deal with the remaining 9 people. Once the project is over, then what I will do? The remaining 9 people, I am, what about that? Release the project. Why? Because you don't have skill. But in front of the, while we are developing the project in front of the customer, we need to see, hey, this is my team. Why? Because we need every time, what about in the company point of view, we require the billing. Once the project is over, then that guy is there, the remaining people are gone. So getting the job is very easy, guys, but surviving whenever the corona is coming, whenever the tsunami is coming, but out of 100%, every company in any pandemic situations or whatever may be, 10% of the people, those people are still, what about that? Even in hard situations also, those people are, what about that? Not leaving the 10 people. That out of 100%, 10% of people, your position must be those 10% of the people. Like that, you need to learn. Okay, it's too much. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry if it is a more whatever class. Okay guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Thank you.